This is a long-term review of a Dick's Sporting Goods bike. What are you doing, bird? Get out of my video. Damn birds. Every time I make a video, the birds get into it. I guess we'll just, it'll be part of the video. Hey, hello, buddy. So this is Dick's Sporting Goods $350 bike. The regular price on this was $450. Diamondback Axis Hardtail mountain bike. So when we bought this, I intended to ride this at Snow Summit Downhill Park with my son. We bought him one with full suspension that I'll also do a review on. Diamondback Axis, really, you were mostly paying for the frame with this one, and then the other stuff on it was kind of cheap. It's got mechanical disc brakes. It had a terrible fork on it that was honestly dangerous. It would make terrible noises going down the hill. It never broke, but on a blue downhill run, it was just whack, 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 and then the rear end bouncing all around. If any of you who've ridden a hardtail downhill fast over braking bumps and jumps knows how much it hurts to ride something like this. So we took this downhill, I think 3 or 4 days I did on it before I bought a decent bike for myself. Altogether though, I'd say this Diamondback Axis has held together really well. Nothing has broken on it. Other than the cranks never did attach properly. The bolts kept coming loose, and we had to retighten them and coming loose and retighten them. And I ended up putting a sealed bottom bracket in there. So the upgrade to be sealed bottom bracket. RockShox Recon Silver fork was for about 200 bucks. Was the biggest upgrade. I've replaced the brake pads already. It has mechanical disc brakes that work really well. They're more lever effort. Your hands are definitely tired if you're doing downhill, but around town it's fine. So I've converted it into kind of a commuter road bike, and I put different pedals on it, better pedals. I don't think there's anything wrong with the pedals that came with it. I just happen to have these around. Nothing wrong with the shift gear yet. Everything has worked just exactly the way it's supposed to, except I crashed it on a downhill run and broke this off, so I have replaced the shifter. But that wasn't Dick's fault or Shimano's fault. That was just me crashing hard on it. Oh. All right, so there's your crash test. The bike's fine. Not sure about the rider. So as an entry-level bike, I would say this was a great value. 350 bucks, you can't really beat it. And you know that the frame is durable and gonna last forever. And then you can make other upgrades accordingly. You see I've got WTB thick slicks on it, which are thick and slick. So if you want fat tires on the street, I've had one flat tire so far with these in probably a year and a half. So they are thick and they are slick, and it rolls really good so I can go fast. Most of my riding is street. So, you know, the biggest jump you'll do is to jump a curb or two. And pretty much does bike paths and city streets and potholes, and it's just the perfect rig for that. Also put some risers on it because I'm old and I can't bend over like I used to, and water bottle cages to carry water if I'm going on a long trip. And under Dick's warranty, when the cranks went bad, they actually replaced one of the cranks. They stand behind their warranty. On the other bike, we really busted up. We even broke a wheel, and they gave us a new wheel. So if you buy one of these bikes and you intend to hammer it, the Dick's Sporting Goods warranty is good, and they will replace the parts or give you cash. The last time we broke something on it, they just gave us cash because they were tired of us coming back. So I've had the bike for 4 years now. It still works great. It's my exercise bike now. I ride it probably 30 miles a week, 30 or 40, and it gets more work than any of my other bikes. It's been great. You know, when you think about it, $350 bike from Dick's Sporting Goods is a step above your $150, $200 Walmart bike, but the life you're going to get out of it and the usage and just how functional it's going to be is well worth the extra money, paying double, I think. If I hadn't tried to go downhill on it, I probably could have gotten away with keeping the original forks if I was just going to ride around the city with it. Those were okay for jumping curbs and things. I would have died on the mountain with those. So now it's a competent hardtail mountain bike, 4 years on, and if I put knobby tires on it, I'd be okay going out and bouncing up and down the hills with it. It gets a lot more exercise than the mountain bike does. That thing just sits while I'm out riding the streets on my Diamondback Axis.